Within moments of Joe Biden being sworn in as the new president of the United States, China went ahead and issued sanctions against about a dozen former Trump administration officials, because they all lost their jobs yesterday too, for their, quote, crazy moves and hatred against China. Some of these individuals include Mike Pompeo, Bannon, John Bolton, Robert O'Brien, Peter Navarro, who was the architect of the trade war, Health and Human Services, Alex Azar, lot of different villains and horrible people from the Trump administration now barred from going into China or any of the territories that it claims. You cannot do business with China or any of the territories that it claims. You're done. No more China. That's it for you. Listen, the day before this actually happened, though, the United States, at the time, the then Trump administration, did put sanctions on China for what they're calling the genocide of Uyghurs in China. Right now, they've got, I think, 1 million or more Muslim Uyghurs locked up in detention centers. So, massive human rights violation happening over there in China, one that does not get the attention that it deserves. I mean, we've got very real problems. We have 1 million human beings locked up. Kind of hard to not, see what they're doing to these individuals after locking them up as a form of genocide. It really is difficult. So I don't disagree with the Trump administration putting that sanction in place, obviously. And then, of course, China turns around and gets pissed off and says, okay, well, we're sanctioning you people. You can't come back into our country. Now, here's the task at hand. Obviously, Trump's not president anymore. So he didn't have to worry about slapping that sanction on them because he understood, even though I'm still in a trade war with them, even though I have to make a deal with them, I don't have to be the one to do it anymore. So I'm going to piss him off one last time. I'm going to poke the hornet's nest and then shove this guy in front of me to the hornet's nest. So the Hornets are going to fly out angry and say, it must be this guy. And Trump's, halfway across the field by now. So Biden has a very difficult task in front of him. How do you handle the civil rights issue, the genocide issue, with the fact that we apparently have to have them as a trade partner or else all American farmers go on welfare from the federal government? How do we do that? How do we square those two things? We need China. They don't necessarily need us. That's the problem. That's one of the horrifying positions that we have put ourselves in. So either Biden has to go out and immediately find some new trade partners, to pick up the slack where we don't have it coming from China anymore, or he's going to have to figure out one of the most massive foreign policy disasters. And I don't know that he has it in him. I really and truly do not know if this is something he or his team are going to be able to fix. This might be a relationship that we have to move on from because we cannot justify what they're doing in their country. But if we can find the trade partners to pick up the slack, we just might be able to end the trade war by helping ourselves without having to support what they're doing to their own people. I don't know if it's even possible, but that is the mess that Trump left for Biden.